August 8th, and I'm going to show some stuff I made. I got it ready for the Maxwell Festival, whenever that is. I don't know if it's going to be in the 24th or 26th or 30th. I'm not sure. I know it's somewhere at the end of the month. Someone's going to tell me, I'm sure. I made another washcloth, and then I got a second one made. I'm trying to make a couple of these like the lady wants. The only problem is if I overdo it, then my fingers hurt and I have to push them back and everything. They really hurt when knitting too much, though. That really hurts. One I just got done not too long ago is the watermelon, another watermelon one. I lost my other watermelon pattern, so I made a triangle one. So I got one on each side. My friend wanted me to make another one for her, but I told her I have to make some stuff for craft fair, so people buy cheap items. And yesterday, or I think it was yesterday, I got the frog done with the eyes and the sew-on, so you can still see the lines in the back, but nobody really looks at the back. It's got a tongue sticking out, a little space right there. He's like, he wants to fly. Okay, now the last one I couldn't show, my neighbor bought, and I charge $6 when I add these sew-ons. On the sew-on parts, I'm adding $6 to that instead of $5. It's still a cheap item for people to buy. That's why I want them to sell and all that jazz. But the one my neighbor wanted, before even my other friend wanted one, but I told her I can't get these colors all the time because I got it from Ollies. Not all these Ollies. It's O-L-L-I-E-S. Or, yeah, I-E-S at the end. This is the one that sold. It's hard to see the top a little bit, or you can see the top, but the words are hard to say. The words on it say, "My favorite people have paws," and that's the only one I could do with dog version, unless I want to do it with a different colored yarn piece of hair. I'm going to be doing a low carb diet a little bit, but not a strict diet. I'm going to try and do it like it's half low carb, half in this. I'm going to have to adjust my insulin so my sugars don't cave back down too much. I get too many lows. I still got to treat my sugar on that diet. So I'm thinking if I do a little bit less carbs, maybe I could lose some weight or something, because I'm doing the pink salt trick at night with all the ingredients. So far I went 3 nights in a row. They say you have to do 2 to 3 weeks. I'm trying to see if I could do 3 weeks straight with an empty stomach at night, see if it helps me lose weight. There's 2 different versions I've seen. I've seen the apple cider vinegar with the mother, and this one has honey and the salt and warm water, and doesn't have the vinegar in it. But if it doesn't work, then I'll try the vinegar one, because I'm really trying to lose weight. I'm trying to get better sleep at night. Sometimes I can sleep, sometimes I can't, kind of thing. But I'm just mentioning I'm going to do like a partial low carb diet, so I'll eat carbs, but I'll have low carb recipes with it. I tried a low carb pizza. It was really good. You're supposed to use pepperoni with it, but I use sausage instead because I didn't want to go buy the pepperoni because it's expensive in town. When I go shopping out of town, hopefully I can get a bunch of low carb items. I know I've had spaghetti squash. I remember the first time I went and did some low carb items, my sugars kept dropping. I think my insulin was too high, because you can't really count the low carbs as a carb because it doesn't hold it. I'm just mentioning that ahead of time. Anyway, so I'll be back when it's time to food shop next week and show you my hauls and my food, or recipe plan as I call it. Sometimes I had to actually make a couple recipes after, because I didn't have enough, I guess. I made all my recipes and I had to find another one, so I found a roasted red potato. I'll tell you this one quickly. It's a roasted red potato recipe. It's called Parmesan roasted red potato, and you slice them in half and you cook them in butter and this and that. You'd have to look that recipe online. It's pretty good. That one I definitely recommend to try. I'll see you later when the food haul next week. Okay, bye. My August 11th recipe plan. And I have some ingredients for some things, but I didn't put a dot there unless I have all the ingredients. Okay, the normal nacho cauliflower casserole. I'm not sure if that's low carb. I'm not professional at that diet or anything. I'm going to do a little bit of a low carb diet, reduce my insulin, see if that helps. Anyways, I also do a low carb chicken fried rice recipe, because I do like some fried rices. I never tried a cauliflower one. And then I'm going to do a healthy shepherd's pie. That's an old recipe from the recipe book I have, which is a binder with the recipes I wanted to try and I forgot to try them. That's good, so I still have them. Anyways, I got sheet pan. Sweet. I thought that said sweet for a minute. My brain just shut off. Chicken fajitas. I'm going to do a low carb melt in your mouth chicken. I'll also do a cracked chicken. That's addicting. The first time I heard of cracked chicken, I thought it either had to do with the chicken's butt crack or had to do with the drug, and I was like, oh, it's just the name. And I'm like, okay. Anyways, and I'm going to be doing a cheeseburger casserole. This one's got dressing on it, and the lady that made it, it sounds really good. So I'm going to basically take that one and maybe make it into like a little salad, have a little lettuce with it. And quick story here, you take a heaping tablespoon that's bigger than the normal tablespoon, you mix it in a big bowl of water, make sure you mix it up, it's powdery, and then you soak your vegetables for 2 minutes. I learned this online and it gets rid of the pesticides. I'm not a doctor, I'm just telling you what I learned. Anyways, okay, and let's get back to this before I forget. And now the normal recipes here are the what I call, because I don't know if that top one's low carb or not. Crock-pot smothered Frito taco salad. I never got to try that one. I already have lettuce with that one too, but anyways, I like to include lettuce in the stuff that is good with lettuce, like tacos and stuff like that. The chili mac is supposed to be a mac and cheese, but they call it chili mac, so I did put the mac and cheese parts, but we all know what chili mac is. Crock-pot, also another one, sausage green bean casserole. That one sounded good. And then I found a sausage broccoli mac and cheese, so I'm gonna try that one. And I got King Ranch chicken soup. I never tried that, but I'll give it a whirl. This one's a repeat on the bottom, a salsa chicken. I already tried this recipe. I'm gonna have to do it because I have leftover salsa that's still good in the fridge and everything. I gotta use that up. I don't want to waste it. You try not to waste and everything, you know. You gotta save what you can. Otherwise, it's food for the animals. You want to try and save as much as food as you can, but once it molds, you're stuck throwing it out. Anyways, I'll be back with my food haul. Okay, I came back from my food shopping trip, and I got some Starburst flavored sparkling teas. These are better, or sparkling ice drinks. They're better for you. They're like sodas. I got 3 of each of the fire roasted and diced tomatoes. I figured I'd get them there. I'm trying to get whatever I can. I know it probably has, I don't know if these have sugar, they're organic, but like I said, I'm doing a partial low carb diet. We'll see how that goes. I got some sandwich bags. I got some off spray because I needed some more. Another bag of raisins. Doesn't hurt to have an extra bag. We got an extra thing of vanilla. Got another bottle of iron for my vitamins and magnesium. And lucky they had one of these towel toppers or towels left so I can make another dog towel topper. My friend wanted one. And I was like, okay, I'm going to surprise her and let her know I got another towel so she can buy one for me. I got a kit. I know this wasn't on my meal plan. Sometimes people buy things that they didn't plan on buying. But this was $1.99 for this, and it was $4.99 for this dyeing kit. I want to see if this would work on dyeable yarn. I have some yarns. Anyways, and I thought this little bunny, I'll just buy it, whatever. Dollar Tree, I got extra tortillas in case I needed some carbs to hold my sugar up if I have to on some of the diet. I'm trying to do like a partial low carb and then a partial carb diet so I don't overdo it to where my sugar bottoms out. I'm still going to try and stick to apple juice for that. I got 4 toothbrushes. Pretty much that's two packs. And then I got some Sensodyne, and I got 4 of these. These are just squares, but I'm going to use them for bags and stuff. I thought having some different colors would be good. And I'll come back with my superone haul. Okay, for superone, I got 2 eggs. I was just trying to get an 18-pack eggs. I need small potatoes, so I got the small bag of gold. I got 2 bags of grapefruit. I got 1 red pepper. I usually have frozen pepper, but I guess this one has to be cut a certain way, so I had to get a separate one. I got 2 avocados. I got some iceberg lettuce. Trying to get the romaine, but they sell them in 3 packs, and I don't eat that much romaine lettuce. They always say it's bad for you. I don't know if it's true or not. I got broccoli in a bag because it called for a 12-ounce. I'm going to try and make some broccoli nachos. That's a different recipe. It's not going to be on my recipe plan because apparently that was an old recipe I forgot to do, I think. I got these golden berries. Never tried them. We'll see how they taste. Got some more lemons for the pink salt drink. I did it for 4 days so far. I never did the one with the apple cider vinegar, so I don't know if that one would be the better one than this one, but I'm just trying this one before I try that one. I got 3 zucchinis. I probably have to shred them and then drain them I think you have to pat them dry with a towel before you freeze them. I saw something like that online. I got a sweet potato. I got 4 cosmic apples that were in a bag. I got 2 cauliflowers. I was trying to find medium, what was close to medium. I got radishes. Don't eat those normally, but we'll try them. I needed 3 pounds of beans, and they're about 1.98 pounds, so it's almost 4 pounds, I guess. But whatever, it's okay. And I got another ice drink. This one was on sale for $10. The other one I got for $7.99, but I decided to get another pack since they were on sale. And I got cottage cheese and some sour cream. I ended up buying milk because I was trying to make yogurt yesterday with the 2% milk, and it says it doesn't outdate till the 13th. Well, that sucker was curdling when I was boiling it. It wasn't really boiling. I was cooking it up to 180, and it just turned into curdles. And I was like, okay, that told me that. And I smelled it. It smelled sour. It smelled like somebody put the wrong date on it, which is really stupid. So I'm going to have to make a half batch of yogurt, and then I'll make another batch if I feel like getting milk or whatever when I go to Knit Club tomorrow. But anyways, I got heavy whipping cream for some recipes. I got an extra thing, or I got some olive oil. I needed Worcestershire sauce, so I got stuck buying the one in the plastic container. That's the only one I could find. So anyways, I got cream of tartar. I got 2 salsas that were on sale. I ended up getting a Stasha, or however you pronounce it, 0 sugar. I don't normally drink sodas like this. That's why I do the ice drinks. But I don't know if I like this soda or not, so I decided I'll try the cream soda. If I try one soda and I don't like it, I'm quitting. That's just my rules. And then I got mayo. I only needed 1. And I got 4 of these light tunas, just in case I want some tuna mayo without the sandwich, because certain things they're talking about in Walmart that are unhealthy for you, like there was a can of tuna somebody cut their mouth on and had to go to surgery for or something. I heard about that and I was like, holy cow. I try to eat as healthy products as I can. Products, I mean, not projects. I said that by mistake. I got sliced cheese. I know a lot of people say slice your own cheese, but this just for, I'm going to do this for a little bit when I get hungry, like have a slice of cheese with some meat or something maybe. I don't have any deli meat, but I'm probably going to try it on a burger or something, or maybe I'll just use that for something else. I got some Adoli apple sausage. I'm not sure if these are low carb friendly or not. They didn't look bad on the carbs to me. I'm not professional. I'm just starting to do a low carb diet, so it's better to try something new than to not try at all. So I got whatever cheese was on sale. I got a Parmesan. I got 8 pounds of ground beef and 1 pound of ground pork. I got, instead of getting 5 of these, I got 2 big chicken breasts and then a little one. And I'll come back with my Walmart haul. Okay, for the Walmart, I got some Dove shampoo. I'm sure that's a brand club item. And then I got 2 glucose tablets, so when I go for walks, I try to keep my sugar up with snacks, holding it up. But when that doesn't work, I got glucose tablets are emergency. I got 2 lightly salted pistachios, and then I got some deodorant. I got some CoQ10 tablets. And then I got 2 boxes of each of these 0. They're supposed to be on the keto / low carb friendly diet. I'm going to see if I can treat my sugars with these and the apple juice. Otherwise, I got fruit for that. And then I got sugar-free jello for a recipe. I think it's a low carb recipe if I remember correctly. I got these Giggles candies. These are mostly, they're vegan and everything, but I'm going to basically try to see if I can use this and make chocolate or some cookies and bring them to a Knit Club. I'm thinking, or trail mix or something. Because I'm going to still be having granola to hold my sugars up too, not just the bars and everything. I got Lily's chocolate chips, and I got tahini for a recipe. I got some yeast in case I need that. 2 chili beans. I got 3 canned tomatoes. Like I said, nobody's perfect with a low carb diet. If there's a mistake I'm making, I can't afford more food than I have. I already spent a lot more money than I did at superone. That was pretty scary. But anyways, I got a ranch seasoning. I got 2 cream cheeses, unsalted butter, 4 riced cauliflowers. I know normally people would say, oh, you can do that with the fresh one. That's hard to do and freeze it. I don't know how to do that unless you got to boil it or something. I know when you got, like with the zucchini, somebody was talking about it, how to freeze a fresh zucchini when you shred it and all that, and I'm like thinking of doing that so they don't all go bad by accident. I haven't had Canadian bacon in a long time. I got 2 extra bacons. I still got bacon in my freezer, but I only have a small amount, so I bought more. I got 2 ground turkeys. They're both the same. That one just turned over. I got the triple berry blend for berries. I got codfish instead of doing tilapia is my favorite, but they were talking about it on Walmart when they're talking about like the I think his name is R.A. Kef Jr. and stuff. One of Trump's guys talked about this food being unhealthy, but some of these foods you're stuck paying for a great value because you can't afford the other stuff, so you're trying to be a little bit cheap if you have to. But otherwise, I wish they'd just make all the healthy food cheap. That's all I can say. Anyways, I got no sugar ketchup. I got these cheese sticks. I got 3 of the Better Goods almond milk. I got 3 of these honey chai teas. I like to take a cup of this, cook it over the little stove until it's warm, add 1 of these, and hold it down with the spoon. Dip it a couple times and have the spoon hold it down so the flavor goes in there, let it sit a little bit, and then stir in a little extra spoon of honey. It's really good. I got some chick hippies. I haven't had these since I did the vegan diet thing, I think, but I haven't had them in a while, so I decided to get the barbecue and the groovy white cheddar, and they're probably not low carb. And of course this isn't. I got the cheap version of Fritos because I need that for a recipe. I got 2 northern beans and 2 evaporated milk. This is one of the bad things they told you not to get. Besides that tuna, that guy was mentioning that that when the can was open, it's not like the metal was already in the can, basically. That's a good thing I'm doing the pouches now. I was just saying that because that was really creepy to hear. But anyways, cashew butter. I got 3 of those, and I got my rolled oats back, a bag of that. I got the agave nectar back because I found out this isn't really bad for you. People are bad mouthing this online for some reason. I got no sugar added rays. This I've decided to have with the some cheese sticks or whatever for a snack. I do have to eat stuff to hold my sugar up, so it's like I said, it's gonna be a mixed diet. I don't think it's gonna be too bad. I have like a really hard time sleeping, so that's probably why I'm not doing good. I got coconut and of course the Carefree. I'm sure that's Brian Club item, a woman item, obviously. Raid ant and roach stuff because ants are coming in through the doors, so I'm gonna spray the doors and keep them out. Another thing of extra virgin olive oil. Now the yarns I got, I was only supposed to get 2 light brown yellows, or light browns. I can't speak English. I mean light brown. Like I went for this color because I'm out of this brown. I ended up finding a jumbo stripe one. I thought, okay, this one's a latte one. I don't think I ever had this one, though. Anyways, besides that, I went to Nate. On our way home, we went to Nate's Knits, and I got some buttons. It's a nice little knitting store. Some of their yarns are so expensive. These yarns were $8 and $8.89 a piece. They're Pacific Chunky. I don't think I have these. These are both merino wools, so I'm going to see if I can make a hat or something, and maybe I could sell it, because the market's coming up on the 30th, and I'll probably make a video for that, and I hope to God I make a lot of money like I did that. Like I made with $290 for those crafts I showed off on my last market haul. I hope to God I get more money like that, like more than that if I have to, because I would like to have some more money. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the haul, and I'll put all the stuff, what I earned out in the bottom and all that jazz. Have a good day.